Now, the mayor says you were standing on cinder blocks and jumping up to look up. Did you do that?
I never did that. I never saw cinder blocks on this public parcel of land until I watched CP24 last night. I never peered over the fence. I never made an attempt to look over the fence. The mayor referred to photos I was taking. I believe I took a single photo, one photo on my BlackBerry from quite a distance. The photo captured the backyard fence, perhaps a little bit of the house, and I tried to get all 5 of the mature trees on the site. It's possible I took maybe 2 or 3 more photos before the phone died, but I certainly, as I told you, I wasn't there to photograph the house. I'm not a photographer, I'm a reporter. The sole purpose of my visit was to get the details necessary to add what I thought were 2 relevant sentences to my little article. The mayor appeared sort of at the top of this back area, so he came around the same way I did, and I was quite taken aback to see him. He seemed quite visibly agitated even before we really got into our interaction, and he started, we're still a fair distance away, and he shouted, asking me what I was doing and whether I was spying on him, and I started, I said, no, I'm Mayor Ford, I'm just here writing about the TRCA land issue. You and my wife are trying to buy this parcel of land. I'm just here to see the land. And the mayor continued to approach, sort of at a brisk, he seemed unhappy, sort of at a brisk walk. And then at some point he changed into sort of a run. He charged with a fist cocked at his head as if he wanted to punch me. And I think I forgot this last night and left it out of my first-person account, but a neighbor has told you guys that he heard me yelling for help repeatedly, and I'm not ashamed to say that I did yell for help repeatedly. I'm taking some Twitter heat for being a wuss, but I was frightened. The mayor seemed extremely agitated. I've never been in a fight in my life. Never, had a confrontation with a politician. He had a raised fist, was running at me. My instinct is always to try to sort of talk my way out of things, so I kept pleading with him. I was trying my hardest to leave once he was yelling at me, once he ran at me with a raised fist. All I wanted to do was to get out of there. And I'd finished my reporting anyway. I was probably a minute away from leaving when he first saw me. He didn't let me go until he was repeatedly yelling, "Drop your phone, drop your phone." Eventually I threw or dropped them on sort of at his feet. He was very close to me and said something like, here, that's where I always take it. And I don't know if my moves got better at that point or if he sort of relaxed, but at that point I pulled another deke, and he said I took off like a jackrabbit. I think that is an accurate description of what I did. I ran to the parking lot, asked some 2 young kids for help. They were unhelpful. Got in my car and drove away.